Players opened their wallets this week. TCG Player had a promotional deal. Local LGSs trying to clear out reserve list stocks because they need cash flow. And that meant players opened their wallets, spent a whole bunch of money, and these are the sales results to prove it. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and we have all been brought together today for a top 10 reserve list video for the week of April 22nd to the 28th of 2023. And before we go down the yellow brick road together, before we start at number 10 and end at number 1, we are actually going to have an honorable mention this week, which did not make the list, but because of the sheer power of this card, it's got to be here, and it is a Power 9 card. It is Mox Sapphire. Unlimited, between moderate played to heavily played, 24 sales this week. And for anyone who's watched this channel for a long time, no power cards have ever made the list before. This one, of course, it did not make it, but it's the sheer volume of sales behind it. 24 is just massive for a 1 week. That is crazy, and thank you to the person who sent me all that data. I don't usually look that deep into those ones, so I really appreciate it. And of course, getting the receipts really helps, so thumbs up. Now guys, let's get to this. We are going down the yellow brick road journey together. We're going to the Emerald City. We will start at number 10. We will end at number 1. And because of the TCG Player promotional deal this week, and I really hope you guys used my affiliate link, of course. You know, just click on the link in my videos that say TCG Player. That's your shopping experience. Anything you buy, the Moxman gets a kickback of 3.5%. Really helps the channel. So thanks for those who chose to do that, or do it in the future, of course. And because of that promotional deal, because stores have been kind of moving some products and they want to liquidate a little bit of cash flow out of the reserve list collection so they can keep going on the new sets, we had a lot of sales. Exceptional sales of very high caliber this week. I can't believe I just said high caliber, but I can't help myself. You'll see what I mean when we get to the video. Let's get the party started and slap those comments down in the comment section. And you know what? Enjoy some nachos and cheese because we are going to start right now. Starting out at number 10 this week from Stronghold is Sliver Queen with 49 sales this week. An average price tag of $337.99 US. The market price is $330.06. It's €164.26 to get this card into your house. And here in Canada, anywhere from $250 for a heavily played up to $450 for a near mint copy. Now, for those who are unaware, this card has been selling a lot of copies in the last few days. One, because of the TCG promotion, but also Commander Masters is going to have a Commander deck with slivers in it. And there'll be 10 new cards, roughly, I believe they said. 10 new cards coming in. And who knows how those cards will interact or what they will be yet. But that means there's speculators buying in on this card, as well as individual players deciding to pony up the money to finally own a copy. I guess that kind of promotional deal and heavily played copies kind of go hand in hand if you just want to have a real card to play with. Way to go, Sliver Queen. Stronghold, right? Amazing. Let's go ahead and check out number 9 this week, and that is Mox Diamond. Now, again, it's from Stronghold, but the average price tag for this card is $625 US. The market price is $613.92 US, €385.92 to get this card into your house. But 52 sales, guys, isn't a massive amount of sales. Again, just like Sliver Queen, that's over $10,000 in sales just on this one card in a 7-day time span. Crazy stuff. And I know there was a whole bunch that sold locally because they were having like a 10% off day. Guys, crazy stuff going on. Keep an eye on these cards because the person buying these ones, again, this was not like a speculator. These were individuals. The sales were all like one at a time, which means it's for Commander, right? It's gotta be. Way to go for people who enjoyed this card and just had to have a copy, because I think you made the right play. After you own one, you never have to get rid of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 8 this week, and that is going to be Didgeridoo from Homelands. Now, the all-time high for this card is still $60, right? $59.99. But this card has continued on the top 10 week after week now. I think it's its 4th or 5th week. Hanging in there, and this week again, no different. 54 sales this week. Average price tag is $22.66 US. The market price is $17.59, €16.01 to get this card in your house. It's around 25 bucks in Canada for a near mint copy. but you can find some moderately played ones for like $19. This is something to keep in mind if you're looking for the didgeridoo. Cards like this, I think, have a great future ahead of them. A very cheap casting cost generic artifact that lets you put cards directly into play is actually a very broken card. And when they finally getting around to doing more tribal decks that have more minotaurs in it, this card will see a massive upswing. So I know there's some speculators buying on this card, as well as individuals who are smart enough to buy a single copy to hold for a collection just in case they're going to use a commander deck later on. Great card. Now let's go ahead, let's dive down to number 7 on our journey and see that it is Grim Monolith with 56 sales this week. Again, I mentioned this one last week and it was in the top 10, but here we are again and it's moving up the list. That's got to be something to do with that TCG sale. Although some local copies sold and a whole bunch of championship deck editions sold as well. 64 copies of that, but I don't include that in actual sales because it's not an official card. So there were 64 of those who sold because they were going for like 20 bucks. Now, the average price for this card is $283.43. The market price is $255.36 US. A foil, oh yeah, $3,212.25. Go buy that card if you can afford it. Eek, that's expensive. €167.67. Here you're looking at around $350 Canadian for a near mint copy. Everyone loves an infinite mana combo. This one delivers in spades. I've always enjoyed the artwork too, so way to go. Again, it's a card you only need to have one for Commander, but it's also a card just to add to that collection from Urza's Legacy and say, at least I own this copy. Amazing. Now the number 6 card this week, again, another expensive card, is Wheel of Fortune from Revised. It looks like people have finally decided to delve in on this card as well. 69 copies this week have sold in a 7-day period. The average price tag is $331.09 US. The market price, $311.21 US, €177.79. And now I didn't count this, but the judge promos, that there's a special judge promo that wasn't supposed to be printed. It's pretty cool artwork. It sold 9 copies, by the way, and that's a very expensive card, but 9 copies of that moved, but it did not count toward this listing, okay? Because I went for the one that was revised. It had the highest sales. That's the one we kept. But just in case you were curious, the judge promo sold too. Let's go ahead now and take a look at our next card. We're going down to number 5. I love cards that make you discard and draw new cards. So good. All right, number 5 this week. Bolduvian Trading Post from Alliances. 73 sales this week. This card has seen an uptick on the market. It does have a little bit of play in Commander, especially in some mono red decks. The average price is $6.91 US. That was the average price. The market price is $6.11 US. €3.88 to get this card into your house. It's around $8 here in Canada. Now, when it comes into play, sacrifice an untapped mountain or bury the trading post. It can tap to add 1 red, 1 colorless to your mana pool, but it also can 1 and tap to deal 1 damage to target attacking creature. It can be a lot of fun in Commander messing up other people's attacking stuff, so keep that stuff in mind for a card like that that's just so cheap and still kind of delivers when you need it to. All right, guys, the number 4 card this week is the Willow Priestess. 74 sales this week. Market price $4.92 US. If you were looking on TCG Player, I think it's actually going for like $5 now. So you have to look around to find a good deal on this card if you're looking for it. With Eldraine coming up, a lot of players are taking notice of this card. As we get more tribal themed things going and players look to expand their horizons and offer themselves something new, these are the kind of cards they're diving into. They're very cheap to get still. They offer a nice little alternative to some other cards you can buy, and they're just a card that could go up in the future, so why not buy it? It's 4 casting costs for $5, but you can put fairies directly into play, and later on with these hybrid fairy dragon type stuff, you don't know what we're going to get. All right, guys, we are diving down to number 3. I mean, what a great Homelands card. Number 3 this week, guys. You ready? Here we go. It is Retribution of the Meek, and that is from Visions. 97 sales, which means the next 2 cards are over that. Now, the average price for this card is $10.52. The market price, $8.64 US. It's €6.31 to get this card into your house. Now, a card like this, I spoke about it last week, or was it this week? Whatever. A great card, because it is only 1 white and 2 generic. To splash in something that can bury all creatures 4 or greater in power is an amazing card. And when you build with low-level creatures that can work around this card, you can wipe out an entire Commander battlefield and leave your units unscathed. a great card, okay? Can't recommend it enough. It's under 20 bucks still. Insane, okay? Amazing card. But now we are almost at the end of the Yellow Brick Road. We can see the Emerald Kingdom with my nachos and cheese, of course, and that is going to be the end. But right now, we're going to number 2. We're almost there. That is Conch Horn, Fallen Empires. 126 sales this week. Average price tag $5.65 US. Market price $4.83. €3.43 to get this card into your house. About $7 here in Canada for a near mint copy if you can find them. Now, as a card that is a 2 generic with a 1 tap and sacrifice to draw 2 cards and put any 1 card back on top of your library, being able to brainstorm in any color deck is always a good, useful utility card to have around, and it's super inexpensive and can fit anywhere, and its low mana cost means any deck can use it. I love the Conch Horn, can't say enough things. It's one of those Fallen Empires cards people have to be aware of. All right, guys, you've waited, you've made it to the end. Let's go and check out your number 1 card this week for April 22nd to the 28th on the reserve list sales, and that is the Harbinger of Night. That's right, guys, 192 sales this week. Average price tag, $3.94 US. Market price, $2.94 US. €3.78 to get this card in your house. A Mirage Classic. Take a closer look, guys. It's a 2/3 for 2 black and 2 generic. But during your upkeep, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature. So in a commander game, there are lots of ways of dredging this guy and bringing him back. But not only that, it affects everybody. He's like just, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. You got to embrace the night because I'm going to mess you up. Great card. So this was your top 10. These were the hottest selling cards this week. And the reason these sales are so high, people recognize a good bargain. They recognize a good deal. And when they see prices like this and they think maybe they're never coming around again, they take advantage of it. They buy the cards, they wrap it up and say, I finally added this card to my collection, this card to my collection. And for those who are wondering, Dual Lands had very low sales. There's not a lot on the market, and I still am trying to track this down, but I haven't gotten enough information yet. I'm still waiting for a few people to get back to me. Hopefully I have something in the next week or so, guys. I'll do a video on it as soon as I find out, but somebody's buying this stuff. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for being here, guys. And this was your top 10. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the live stream tonight, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. I'll see you guys then. Oh, it's a patron giveaway too. Oh, we get to party. See you guys then. And of course, a big shout out and thank you to all the supporters of this channel who make content like this possible each and every day of the week. Without these patrons supporting me, the content's not possible. Thanks again for that support, guys. Looking forward to seeing you. Patrons rock. Gotta love those reserve list sales. This stuff was crazy this week. Mock Sapphire, 24 sales. Welcome back to the end of the ramble where we talk about things kind of like a Marvel cinematic scene at the end, except for I'm not Iron Man, but I do keep a Deadpool head in the background just because, you know, never know if I'm going to meet Ryan Reynolds for real. Be cool. He's a Canadian. You never know. Guys, massive money was spent this week. And it has a lot to do with liquidity. But it shows me that if deals come, players will spend the money. And reserve list, people do consider it kind of like that blue chip, kind of safe haven for cash flow like this. Kind of crazy sales though. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for being here. And you know what? We'll see what happens. I really want to find out about those dual lands. It's irking me so much that the sales have really slowed down, but there's just not a lot on the market. There's unlimited ones, but not revised. Anyway, thanks for being here. See you guys soon. Don't party too much without me. And I'll see you guys later on, you know, that place. The place where we go? Yeah.